Okay, we're getting ready to play this recording. It's Van Reno, and this was done on leap year 229, around 8 something. Watch the results. Here we go. I'm just turning off the background sound there. And then this will be, I have sham skins on, so this is from the perspective of each player as I move back and forth, which is all we can see. I'm going to restart. I'll have to do the cancel the sound once it gets into the map all the way. Okay. Well, you can't see it because I'm on I'm playing a demo back and recording from the demo right now. Okay, so we're started out. This is Algiers. This is Van, and just keep in mind is that first kill went to Reno. He walked right out in front of him, which he's saying. So Van spawned over by rooftop, and so he starts out toward the T, knowing that Reno is back by the hospital. So he decides not to take him on one-on-one up close, which is a good decision. Let's see where he's going. So he's checking the back alley. Reno has already decided that he's not coming that way. Now this, boom. Unfortunate timing for Van because he walks out right at the right time. Van spawns rooftop. Reno's over. Well, he's actually by side sniper right now. He's going back to see if he's coming. He's nading. Van hears that and he's turning around and going back rather than going through the black and white. He fakes like he's going in and he's trying to catch him with a nade. Decides to go down from boxes now. He's going to camp the boxes. He's not sure where he is, but that's just a precautionary nade toward the rooftop in case he does come that way, because that's a death trap. I don't know where Van went. Van actually proceeded down that way. And Reno's there. He's glitching the box on and off to see him. And Van comes down from the rooftop still. He's going to camp a little bit, but gets a little impatient. So because he knows where he is, he could have circled all the way around and got him, but there's no way to come out without him hearing it unless he went back through the hospital, but he didn't do that. So he's just going to try to take him straight up. He's looking to see where he is. He doesn't know yet. And you notice that Reno took a shot and missed. He was glitching and missed. Van nades. Boom. Caught him nading. Nice shot. He's got a live nade that he gets rid of. He goes to the rooftop with it. Or does he? Yeah. And there comes Ken coming around. I would call that an unbelievable shot. So Ken decides to come back the same direction rather than going through the hospital, where he has a right glitching position. He's going through the black and white, which can be deadly if he comes out, but let's see what he does. He's at the side snipe. He's nading back, thinking that he's going to come that way. And by this time, Van is back behind him, I think. Nope. Just checking to see if he's at the back snipe. He's not. Van is back checking the boxes again, thinking he's still there. At this point, Reno is circling the map, and I'm going to look for him. That's Van. And here is Reno doing a circle clockwise around the map, which is his favorite direction. That's his primary movement direction, but he does backtrack. Okay, so we're going around to see what Ken is doing. So Ken is cautious at this time. He's proceeding on from where he got killed last time. Okay, after tipping off, and now he's going to go over and glitch the boxes is what it looks like, but I think he ends up not doing that. Now he should have seen him right then, but he didn't. Now, just for a second there, he was camping in a position where his gun would stick out, like right there. If Reno sees it, Reno doesn't see it, but his gun would stick through that glitch because he's looking back the other direction. See, right there, his gun would stick out. Reno's backtracking because he didn't see him. Van's still camping for him to come that direction, which is what he did the first time. Okay. Yeah, I teased Van about that, so he did his scope in and out. So I'm going around to see where he is. He's still in the same position. Now he's moved a little. He gave his position away for no reason. He's trying to draw him in. So Reno now backtracks the other way once he heard the sound. And he's worried about where he is. Van's worried about him coming from the T. He's worried about him being in the building because he heard him over there. Van's over there on the steps if you see him. At this point, Reno comes down. He's looking for him. I guess he still believes he's in the same place. Van comes right up on him. Good position. He outfoxed him, catches him right through the railing. Boom, dead. In the torso. Torso kill. Now, so where does he go? He's rooftop spawn. Van is not running at this point, which I would have been hosted and running, but he didn't. So he's coming there. Reno came off the rooftop. Let's see where he goes. He hears him. He knows he's coming from the rooftop, I suspect, so he decides he's going to camp the bushes. Good decision because there's no way in. Reno's just doing some preemptive nading now. Makes Van a little nervous, but he's still holding his own with the scope. He's scoped in, looking for him to come. Reno's coming down and he decides to backtrack. He distracted him, went down to see if he was there. Ken stayed put. And Reno is now going clockwise again. He's going down to where he got him the last time. He's checking the boxes. He didn't check the back glitch on his left, though. That's interesting. Could be in that little obvious place under the board, the wood, and he'd be dead right now, but he didn't check it. He's coming around. They're going to meet each other right there in front of the side snipe, it looks like. Nope, Ken went back. Yep, went back to his position. So he went back behind the bushes there, right on the... Now, one of the few times Reno came out, he didn't catch him in the open shot, so he decided to backtrack. So I think the up-close shots, Reno has an advantage, and Van is probably equal with Van when you have a distance shot. So he's coming back. He didn't nade this time because he didn't want to give his position up, because he's doing a reverse sneak on him. At this point, though, there they come. They meet right there. Incredible. And that's the case where I said if they're up close, Reno's going to beat him each time because he's got a faster computer, even though Van has a lower ping. Now, Van just naded and gave his position away, but he was hoping to catch him, but it's 5-0 right now, I think, or 5-1. Just waited for him because he naded, so he waited, and sure enough, he followed his nade, which is something I've seen Van do before, nade and follow it. Van gave his position away just then, thinking he's up there on the side snipe. Now, here's a little sequence that's unbelievable. That makes, that doesn't look good, okay? Because Reno came out the door and immediately turned behind the door and shot. If you were to yell screaming that he's a camper, a hacker, that would be one place you'd do it. But I've seen him do the same thing before, because he comes down and camp behind the door and do the same thing. So I'm going back to see what's happening. So Van is backed off from the door wisely. Reno decides to come out the back door looking for him. He figures he's backing off now since he didn't come back. And I don't know why he decided he just wasn't going to camp that door. This is Van backed up now to the door again after he had gone forward. He backed back to the door waiting. So Reno has now backtracked, and here we come meeting at the corner. Boom. And if you notice that, right before it happened, Van looked off the wrong direction just for a second, and he was dead. Now, why Reno went up in the west snipe, I don't know, but he did. He's looking for Van to come back the way he did the first time when he got him there down at that inn. And sure enough, it looks like he's going to go that way. Here he comes out of the hospital. But he now thinks he's coming back. Why? I don't know whose nade that was because I didn't see it. It's probably Van's. Reno thinks he's coming by the east direction, and Van is camping the bushes. This is something he did when he was a newer player. He'd camp the bushes frequently. So Reno has decided he's not coming that way, so he's going back just to check his back direction. Whoops. Okay, so here we go again. There it comes out, catches him. At this point, it's 8-1. I'm sure Van thinks he's got ESP. But he has good anticipatory skills in anticipating what's going to happen. Like, he decides what's going to happen and he doesn't wait around. He makes his move. Van thinks he's still up there, so he's nading. He got off a second nade. Unfortunately, Reno's out of position to do anything about it. He's coming back around to where Van camped before. And I don't know why he would have thought that he went that way, but that's what he decided to do. So he's edging around now looking for him. Edging, catches him walking across the plank. If he'd have come 2 seconds later, he'd have missed him. Now Reno decides, okay, I've been doing all the moving. I'm going to camp a little because it's 9-1. Van doesn't really have any choice. He's down 9-1. That's 8 points behind. Reno's camping, but he doesn't take a glitch position. He really is just depending on outshooting him, like be faster on the draw than the other guy. So, because most players would have glitched down there on that right glitch position. So there he is, just standing there. It's kind of like my old buddy Dark Lord used to do. Or for that matter, it's also like Elmo would do. So Van's proceeding right to him. See, so here it is. He's going to walk out in front of him, and Van's walking this way. He's not being too careful. Well, I don't see what he sees, but he's looking the right direction. But he gets a shot off. Well, it doesn't kill him, but it takes him to 5. Van shoots back through the bushes just in case he's glitching from the door to back him up. And now he's being cautious, so he comes down really carefully. That's the decision he's made, which would be good with most players. Surprise, Reno has come all the way through the hospital. He's back out to the tee, and he's getting ready to flank him again. So Van thinks he's still in there, and he's nading as though he's in there. Now what that really did was told him where he was. Reno starts down the back path, but for some reason changed his mind, which I think is I remember what happened. No, he continues a little ways in the back path. Then he backtracks again and goes back down the back path. Now, at that point, Reno heard that nade, and he knows where he is. He's on the rooftop, or in that direction. Decides not to go through the hospital and go back all the way to the rooftop to see if he can catch him. He doesn't know that Van's at 5. I doubt that he saw that he hit him because the shot happened so fast. I didn't notice whether he saw the blood or not. So he's going back toward the rooftop now. He still is a little wary. Van's on the rooftop. He's not camping though. He's just walking around. He thinks he's going to come through the hospital, but he could hear that if he opened the door, so he shouldn't even be there at this point. Now, Reno, he's right there. You see him through with sham skins. You can see where Van is. Van's walking over. If Reno would have stayed, he would have seen him. And if Reno would have stayed, Van would have just seen him then. So Reno has decided to go on back toward the back alley and the end of the hospital. That maybe he is going to go that way. So he's already in the, in process of going that direction. And I think Van, in the meantime, decides to walk down the steps inside the building. Yeah, that's what he did right there. Goes down the steps because he has 5 health and can't jump, and he's going to come around to the hospital to meet him, I think is what he did. Okay. Meantime, Reno's coming all the way through. So Van, for some reason, finally decided to give up his position there. He's going toward the hospital. Really risky position with 5, because if he goes out the door and he misses, he's dead. Reno got off the first shot, second shot, and it looked like Van jumped and got him, but that was Reno on the outside, Van's on the inside. Yep. That's the end of it, and it ended up, as you can see, 10-1. Good game.